I say again, the shooter is not dead, but in custody and in stable condition.
An Army major kills 12 people and wounds dozens more at the largest military base in America. The shooter's job? To help soldiers deal with their stress.
She was very frantic. She was very, very upset, very, very emotional. She said, I think 15 to 20 people are dead, and I don't know how many are wounded.
And what a Utah family says their daughter saw and heard at Fort Hood today. The Army major went on a shooting spree at Fort Hood near Waco, Texas, and killed at least a dozen people and injured dozens more. Army leaders say Major Nidal Malik Hassan, a military psychiatrist, opened fire at a medical screening center.
Tonight, new details reveal Hassan fought with soldiers who supported U.S. wars. His name has appeared on radical internet postings, and he resisted his deployment to Iraq.
There was a single shooter that was shot multiple times at the scene. However, he was not killed as previously reported.
Soldiers are out there fighting for our country, and then something like this happens. It's ridiculous.
Fort Hood commanders say other soldiers reacted quickly, and there are stories of some of them ripping their uniforms to apply first aid. They said that saved lives and kept the situation from becoming worse. The news from Fort Hood hits close to home for some Utahns. One man says his daughter heard the shooter exclaim, Allah Akbar, as he opened fire.
We want to stress that no government or military officials are reporting that. There is no way for us to independently confirm that it is true. John Daly joins us with the story. John.
Bruce and Dini, the family from northern Utah, agreed to talk to us on the condition we not identify them and blur out some photos they've supplied because they're worried their daughter could get in trouble with her superiors for making public what she told her family she saw. The father of one Utah soldier says his daughter was at Fort Hood today when the shooting happened, and she called him frantic and upset soon after.
She said, Dad, I'm okay. Don't worry, I'm okay. And initially I said, what are you talking about? And she said, haven't you heard? And I said, no. And she said, we've been attacked by terrorists.
Her father told our Sarah Dolph soldiers were sitting in a staging area for medical and dental checks when the group was startled by gunfire.
A person behind the counter stood up and he said, Allah Akbar, and just opened up on everybody.
Again, that's what the man tells us his daughter said, but no one else is saying that, and we cannot confirm whether it's true. The dad, himself a military veteran, says at first his daughter thought it was some sort of drill, but quickly discovered it wasn't.
It was within a second or two that she realized it was for real because the person next to her was shot and killed instantly.
The man says his daughter immediately fell to the ground and played dead. He says he contacted KSL because he thought people should know what happened there. It was a difficult day, too, for Bev Haas and Sandy. Her son Timothy, a staff sergeant at Fort Hood, has been to Iraq twice and is getting deployed again soon. She says she, too, was shaken when she heard the news and talked to her son.
Terrified. It's like having him in Iraq when you have something like this happen. And you hear something happens and you know where he's at, and it scares you.
Obviously, there are many more questions than answers tonight. No doubt we can expect to learn a lot more in the coming days about the man who the military says fired those fatal shots. Dini and Bruce, back to you.
Thanks, John.